Beautifully placed. That outfield is lightning fast.
The little fella's in good form. Just leaning on that straight drive. Almost rolling the bottom hand over it. And the ball just tearing away.
Ramees has holed out at mid-off. Well taken by Glenn Bishop. Tall man, and he needed every centimetre. So they're scoring quickly, Pakistan, but they've lost 2 wickets in the first 8 overs. Second of them being Ramees, holding out at mid-off. That's well taken by Glenn Bishop. So the second wicket goes down with the score at 40.
So the new batsman is Javed Miandad, very experienced, as you can see, 105 one-day internationals, and a lot now depending on him. Pakistan's most experienced and best batsman. Tremendous player, tremendous one-day player especially. Very fast runner between the wickets and very experienced. That's a great shot, and that's 4 runs. Magnificently played. Javed, who is such a tremendous player, enjoyed that shot. Carries Pakistan to 2 for 47. To Kazim Omar. And lovely shot down the ground. He doesn't move, he doesn't have to. Tremendous drive.
Perfectly placed and almost discourteously placed. He didn't even bother to make a flourish with bat, just gave it a bit of a thump and turned his back on it.
And that's put away square in the offside this time, and that's 4 more runs. He really is timing this ball sweetly. That's the 3rd boundary he's taken off Reed. Started off with an off drive, then the on drive, and then the cover drive. So he's really given the repertoire here. And that's the 3rd boundary in the over. So Kazim Omar really taking a toll here of Bruce Reed. Maybe the long and short of it. Bruce Reed, 6 feet 8 inches tall.
That was beautifully played. He didn't bother trying to keep that on the ground.
And that's the 4th boundary of the over, and he doesn't bother to move either. Kazim Omar really a character of cricket. Holds his bat up for his half-century, which he gathered with 4 consecutive boundaries in that over. And Pakistan are 2 for 68. Bowled in, and well bowled too. And that is a crucial wicket for Australia, because Javed Miandad is the man that they really wanted. Even though Kazim Omar has played so well, Javed is the one that any team wants to get in the Pakistani order. And that was beautifully bowled. Javed out for 7, 3 for 73. Batsman, but one who has gone through difficulty, certainly in the series against the West Indies, which preceded this Benson and Hedges challenge. He had his problems. Usually an opening batsman, finds himself now in the middle order.
I think Reed might have had someone tell him about those problems. Well, now, that was very well bowled, but I must ask the question, would that have been a no ball? Would that not have been over the position where the umpire's square leg would call no ball? I rather think it would have. Let's have a look at that previous dismissal.
Javed playing right over it, got the bat onto it, but it was a good delivery. Right up in the block hole, and Javed right over it, and a really crucial dismissal, and the Australians are jubilant, and they have every right to be. Oh, glorious shot. That's 4 runs. 4 runs from the time it left the bat.
It's in the air, and there's a man down there, but it's going into the gap. So at least that area covered now. Udasa is off the mark. So he would have been... First wicket fell at 34. The man out was Shoaib. He was out LBW to the swinging ball. It hit the pad in front of middle and leg. And that was first blood to Australia. 1 for 34 when he was out.
Creeping after an early onslaught on good line and length.
That's short. It's in the air over the top of Bruce Reid, down towards the boundary there, and Qasim Omar doesn't bother to take one step down the pitch. Well, that is a lousy way to end what's been a good spell. A little smile on his face, and Pakistan now 3 for 89. So there it is. Oh, and a big appeal there for LBW. But in dark LBW, what a great move for Australia. That one nipping back is going to be interesting to see on replay. The batsman doesn't look happy, but Udasa is on his way back to the pavilion, and the Australians are doing well.
That was close enough with the naked eye. We'll see it on replay. He just shuffled across the crease. Yes, that was fun. No worry, the ball jagging back. It wouldn't have missed leg stump. It wasn't too high. Udasa paid the penalty for not getting forward. Umpire Tony Crafer had no hesitation at all in his judging the LBW decision. He's out for 7. And 4 for...
Steve Ward runs with the bat.
Caught. And he loses his boot in the process, Alan Border. But he didn't need his boot. Just needed a couple of safe hands, a pair of safe hands. And the 5th Pakistan wicket is down, and they're in big trouble.
Qasim Omar lollies that one out. Alan Border puts his best foot forward, loses the boot, straight into the bucket. War gets his 2nd wicket, but what a delightful knock from Qasim Omar. He really did play a superb inning. Great stuff. 67 runs, just 82 deliveries. Pakistan now 5 down.
O'Donnell has to come in and bowl his 3rd over.
Beautifully hit straight. And Imran, sensing that there's no one back, took the opportunity to hit one straight down the ground, a la Ian Botham.
That's a beautiful shot. Straight back, down the ground.
Well, he hasn't steadied him down too much. In fact, he's hit that way back. That's exactly what Imran was talking about. The hardest hitter of a cricket ball in present-day cricket. It's 5 for 1. How was just a forward flick, and it went 10 rows back. Amazing shot.
Well, look at the trajectory on that, and that is a long way back.
And O'Donnell, he hit pretty straight and extremely well. Order, and it'll be an overthrow. Imran hadn't followed through too much at the non-striker's end.
Pakistan the better run rate. They've only got 5 wickets left.
And that is an enormous hit. There was a bit more power behind that one, but it's gone well back. We're seeing some quite big hitting here from these 2 Pakistan players.
What captain says, if he can do it,
I had a bit of a dash too, but there was a lot of bottom hand on this one. And that's very square, almost right through mid-wicket. That goes over the timber railing, over the fence.
Wishing him all the best. Edged and taken by Tim Zura. And once again, Stephen Waugh has done the job for Australia.
And what a valuable all-round effort by Steve Waugh. Good 82 runs with the ball. Now he's taken the third wicket, the valuable wicket of the General, Imran Khan. Trying to wangle this one away down the vacant slips area. Gets it too fine. Little extra bounce. Tim Zora takes the catch. Pretty simple catch, really. To Imran Khan.
Doesn't mince his words.
And he steered that through the slips area for 4. True, he did get a thick outside edge, but it was a deliberate shot. He was looking for it down that area. Picking up 4 in that. And that's gone down to backward square leg. That's 4 runs. Well, this fella certainly is showing that his reputation, which he brought here, was not ill-founded. He puts bat to ball, and it really stays hit when he hits it.
Very unorthodox type of stroke, this, but very effective. He played a similar shot which brought about his downfall in the first game of this series against the West Indies. This time he rolled the wrists on it.
And that's gone in the air, high over the extra cover area. Won't carry for 6, will certainly carry for 4. This fella certainly has shaken things up. Manzoor.
Very high precision mechanism.
And that's in the air. Someone is running around, can't quite make the catch. And the ball rolls into the boundary for 4. And Waugh, I think, has every reason there to feel a little bit cut up about it, because it was in the air for a long while, but it dropped just between the fielders.
That precision mechanism is almost as good as the precision placement of this shot of Manzoor's.
And that's over the top, just over the top, but enough that it will get 4 runs. Well, this fellow Manzoor is really putting back the ball. That mid-on fielder was in the semicircle, and he went over the top and got that boundary.
Nice clean hit. Not attempting to wind up too much, just a flick of the wrist. And had enough on it to get over the circle.
And there it is. 5 fours and a single and 1 6. 43 balls. That's our computer that's produced those figures for us. He's got 48. Oh, it's straight up in the air. Whitney's going to go underneath it. Oh, they're going to collide. No, they won't. He's got him. He's out caught. Oh, it's a big wicket for Australia, because Mansoor can be a real danger man. That one went high. 3 of them were converging on it. But at the end of the day, Whitney had his way.
Well, when he went off, he was kissing his bat, and now he's placed his lips upon his ball.
Have a look at that. Down she comes, and there was no way he was going to... Whoops, it just nearly popped out. Well, he got it in the end.
I tell you, there's one thing about him, Tony. He wanted it. He wasn't going to let anyone else get near it. He was shouting for it the moment it went in the air, and that's a good sign. Mansoor Allah, he played very well.
It's played into the gap, and that's running away down towards the extra cover boundary. Marsh won't get there. Well, that's not bad timing. That ball slightly overpitched by Reed and smashed away on the offside by Salim. Into the gap it goes, and a fair bit of power behind that shot. So he looks to be enjoying himself.
He's in these games than the ones we televised in McDonald's Cup matches earlier.
It's in the air and just short of Whitney, and he's missed it. It's gone into the boundary. Well, he decided to come charging in to see if he could pick it up before it bounced. Reed's not very happy about it. I don't think he thought there was much of a chance of making a catch out of this one. Let's have another look.
Well, if you want to make a catch, he needed to dive
Foxfield there by Porter. Oh, and that'll be 4. It's gone into the gap, backward a point. And a good shot from Salim. Just outside off stump, Reed giving the batsman there a little bit of room to move, and he took advantage of it.
This partnership is starting to look very dangerous for Australia now. Not everything has come off the middle of the bat, but
Oh, he's hit that one. It's high in the air. The fielder down there is moving around. Will he get there? No, he won't. Oh, he's hit that one high and over the top. Well played. What a beautiful shot down to mid-on. Well, that looks like the Pakistan is off yet. This is the advantage of having batsmen come in late in the order. What a beautiful shot this is for a tail-ender.
a very wristy, lithe player. He's bent almost half over there in playing that shot. Surely not again.
It's in the air. It's in the air, and it's going to be caught. O'Donnell's under it. He's got him. He's gone. That's a big wicket for Australia. Michael Whitney has struck again. And surely that wicket is going to make the difference for Australia.
Very good short innings from Salim. And just as we were starting to think that the Australians were having problems, and those problems were going to grow even bigger, the batsman miscued, and O'Donnell judged it very nicely. Sure at the last minute that he really wanted his hands in that position, but he had them around the ball, and Michael Whitney is again this time giving it the two clench fists. 31 to Salim Yusuf. He'll be disappointed. Caught O'Donnell bowl Whitney, and Whitney now has
oblivious to it all.
Asks the question, but he gets some pad to it. That's important. The throw's a bit wide, and there's an overthrow. So, and a bonus extra. Umpire, 2 leg buys. And that's struck, and that's Dean Jones' style of shot. Beautifully timed by Asif. Simon O'Donnell just short of a good length. He whipped him over mid-wicket. Beautifully timed.
Well, the Pakistanis have got to go for the boundaries. 10 runs and over. The only way to do it is pick the gaps, hit the boundary. Alan Border's got the field pretty well spread. It won't be easy. Don't write them off just yet.
That's a good hit. That's going to be 4 more. That's beautifully placed by young Asif, the young all-rounder coming in the side, showing he's got a touch of class with the bat and certainly not panicking under pressure. Pakistan all of a sudden pressing. 274, getting closer. Wasm says don't panic. That's 8 off the over. Let's have a couple of singles.
Beautifully struck. Really was. Imran Khan said before played at magnificent stadium, floodlit. 6 huge light pylons. Action aplenty.
It's hit well. Sweepers Marsh does it coolly. They're coming back to the second. The throw's going to be good. It's been very close. He's home. Zura doesn't take it. He was there. But Zura fumbling. Pressure been applied. Good techniques. He's fired up. Running in at 100 mile an hour. He gets the treatment. What a shot. Glorious off drive. That's 4. And boy, oh boy, have we got a match in our hands here at the Wacker. 8 for 252.
I think Alan Border's thinking about put down the glasses here. The little fella's down on one knee, caressed it through the covers. Elegance personified. And Alan Border's got a problem.
44, a little gem of an innings of 49 deliveries with 3 fours. Wasm scored 6 of 9 deliveries, and that's the equation. A frightening one from the Australian point of view. Very close indeed. Oh, bad ball, and he strikes and he beats cover. This could be 4. Jones, the century maker, putting in the big one. He'll go down for the slide, and he doesn't make it, or does he? Knocks over the screen. There's back 4, 3, 4, says umpire Steve Randall. What an effort from Dean Jones. A magnificent effort. But umpire Randall waving 4. Border at long on. Simon O'Donnell having a discussion. And watch Dean Jones. A tremendous performance.
No thought of personal danger, but certainly there's no doubt about it. It's hit the timber. It's 4 runs. Too shrewd. Steve Randall, the umpire, he signalled 4.
Now on board, a long way from the play. Simon O'Donnell not happy with the field. Now on board are saying, what do you want? I suggest he's having trouble hearing the skipper from 60 metres away. And a little bit of panic in the Australian camp.
11 balls. 15 runs. 15 to win. 11 balls. Count them down yourself. Here we go.
Simon O'Donnell going to Asif on 48. The wicket needed by Australia. It's hit in the air. It's going to fall safe. They probably get 2. Wasn't coming back. And that's good running. And my word, Pakistan now in with a real chance to win this match. If they don't win this, Australia, will they ever win a match? They had it in their hand, but the Pakistanis batting right down in the order. The crowd almost numb that. Pause for his 50. Asif a magnificent 50 on 51 deliveries. But what a pressure innings. There are 50s and 50s. This is a little gem.
Well, that's no consequence if they lose this game. I'm sure you want to push that to the back of his mind. It's a great personal milestone.
And that's the situation. 8 balls, 11 runs there, and with a big chance, Pakistan. That's good hit. There's nobody out there. It's high. It's facing towards the boundary, and that's 4. So Pakistan, if they keep their cool, will win this match. They're reducing the batsmen hugging and almost kissing each other. Big Wasm. He's not frightened to have a go. He took on Whitney, and now little Asif. What a gem.
Well, the game's not over yet. It's nice to shake hands in the middle. Who knows? Horton over his bowled, perhaps in his life.
I'm fed to the back to Steve Waugh. I just feel they should have taken a single off that last delivery. They've got 2 wickets in hand. And Stephen Waugh just to bowl short of the length. It'll be the luck of the draw here. They get a big edge and it races away for 4. There's 17,027 people here at the WACA. They are stunned beyond belief because this will be one of the all-time great wins by Pakistan.
What would they do? That's half the joy of this cricket. Where they'd place their field, where they'd bowl their ball, what they'd do if they're the batsmen. It is a mind game from now on, but for the players in the middle, 6 to go.
6 to tie, 7 to win. That could be out. It's in the air. Whitney's under it. That was not a good shot, and he's got it. Oh, the crowd go wild. So the little man is on strike. Asif wasn't head bowed, possibly overconfident. It wasn't needed as 12. He did it. The pressure got to him. And Waugh, who has got great confidence in, was just short of a good length. And Whitney took the pressure catch, and 17,000 fans jumping to their feet.
I'll tell you what, Bill, it was a pressure catch. They've got away with a bit of hit and miss, the Pakistanis. They've had their fair share, but look how long that ball hung in the air. Whitney's got to hang there. The roar of the crowd. 17,000, 18,000 people here. They were hanging there, they were roaring. And yet he had to watch the ball. A little bit of breeze around the Fremantle doctor. It's pulled up a bit. But Wasim Akram goes. Now only the number 11 batsman to come.
But the key to this match still may be the fact that they ran through for the single. He has to run as Jaffer is at the non-striker's end. But the man at the striker's end has shown touch of class tonight. In comes Waugh. They go for 1. So number 11. How many balls remaining? Lost count. 4 balls remaining. 5 runs for a tie. 6 for a victory, and in comes number 11. Well, Max, you're batted at number 11 often enough.
And I'd have enough common sense to know that I wouldn't win it from here. I'd be dropping the ball at my feet and scampering up the non-business end. That's the non-striker's end, and I'd give it to the little fellow. We can get to within 4, 1 hit will do it. And
also for Pakistan with already points on the board, a tie would be a great benefit to them. That's the equation. 6 runs, 4 balls, and only 1 wicket. Can the number 11 stand the pressure? Because the commentators are getting a bit wobbly, I can tell you that.
Tell you what, Jaffer's lucky he's got the chewing gum and not the Jaffers in the mouth. I tell you what, he's going up and down. The jaws are moving a million mile an hour. And I bet the heart is too.
In comes Stephen Waugh. The number 11's at the crease. He puts back the ball. There's 1, and I'll be happy with that, surely. Yes. Asif as cool as a cucumber in the crisis. 5 to win, 4 for a tie, and for Pakistan, that'll be enough. Give them the extra point. Australia, it's not good enough. They need 2.
Well, Alan Borders, he's got a problem here. Does he push him out? Or does he try and back his bowler and leave a few in, try and stop the single? He's got an awkward situation here. He'll tug on the onside, there's no doubt about that. He's got a deep long on, a deep mid-wicket, and Alan Border himself some 50 metres at mid-wicket 45.
Stephen Waugh active on strike. Gets it timed. He plays down there, he's racing strike, can he get it? He knocks it down, they're 2 for 2. And Asif retains the strike, the plays wild. They're going to the third. The throws up there, and he's home safely. Goodness gracious me. 1 for a tie. One for a tie, 2 for a win. Well, I've had it. You take over, Max.
Well, we very rarely see Irving Rosenwater rattle, but he's got the biros going, the HB pencil, it's all going. He'll be calling for the obliterator shortly here. The game's not down yet. The game's not over till the last ball's bowled. We've got 2 to go. Is that right, Phil?
That's right, and Alan Border must bring them in, Max. We've got a number 11 on strike. There's got to be a run out here. And from the batting point of view, he's got to put bat to ball, pad. They may have, look at the slips, 2 slips in the gully. Cover, a mid-off, mid-on, square leg, backward square leg. Nobody's down. Will he swing? Will the pressure get to the number 11? He swings at victory. So at least a tie, they'll go for 2. And Pakistan win off one of the all-time great wins. What a performance. A win for Pakistan. The scoreboard is not correct. They're going off. They're asking, is that right? Yes. And full points. Will Australia ever win a match? That selection victory, you can put it down to the Pakistan selectors. They batted down to number 11. They deserved a well-earned victory. They were 1 for 34, 2 for 40. Look at their teammates. 3 for 73, 4 for 93, 5 for 96, 6 for 129, 7 for 181, 8 for 224, and 9 for 267. And Riddle Asset, he played a gem, 59 of 56 deliveries, but that was an innings worth 150 for Pakistan. 2 games, 2 wins. Australia down and out. 1, 2, 3, out.
Yes, well, Pakistan now will certainly go into the final. They did it the hard way. Shoaib missed out. He made 9. Ramiz a duck. Kazim Omar played well with Javed Miandad, top batter, and Madassa. They made 7 each. Of course, they did it the hard way. Steve Waugh, what a great performance, a gutsy performance, but in the end, it just wasn't.